Friends, TCS NQT applicants received another mail called dry run check. So very quickly I will take you through what is this mail to understand better. Is it mandatory for you all to take the test and all? I will take you through this mail. Some very important keywords are given to understand this mail better. So these are very simple things, like they have given a link, and just by clicking on that link you will be taken through this portal, and you have to log in using this NQT and registered mobile number. Of course the details are mentioned here. And one very important thing which you need to understand about this mail is, and this is a 180-minute test. Like it simulates the actual exam in terms of duration is 180 minutes, and question pattern, sections, everything is followed as the actual test. So many people are asking, is it mandatory for us to take this test? Because this is the first time TCS is conducting such things, and many students already taken this IRC check, and now is it mandatory? Look at the words carefully here. If you have not been able to participate in the earlier IRC, so even if you have not participated in the earlier IRC, please mandatorily use the DRC also. Check your computer compatibility. If you remember, IRC was intended to check our computer compatibility. Now they say, because IRC did not go well, maybe because IRC did not go well, they want to use this DRC test to check our system compatibility, and the test taking software, what I mean. And then, as you may otherwise, look at this word carefully, as you may, they are not saying you will not be given chance, they are saying you may otherwise run a risk of not being able to take the actual exam. They are saying otherwise you may run a risk of not being able to take the actual exam next week. But many of our viewers are asking, sir, we have seen this mail late and we could not join. What will happen? Friends, as it is first time, there is no confirmation, though no official message from TCS saying every applicant have to take this test. But because the safer thing here is, because it is given you may otherwise run a risk of not being able to take this actual exam, because the word may is used, we may for now think that if we could not take the test, I'm saying if you have taken the test, fantastic. If you could not take the test also, please do not worry. They are not completely 100% saying that you cannot take the test. They are just saying there are chances. Maybe why TCS is doing this? Maybe because applicants are more and TCS ion centers are less. So maybe to reduce the crowd to TCS ion centers, maybe they are encouraging students to take it from home. But they want to assure that all the applicants can take the test safely. Here we have what I would like to suggest you guys is, even if you have taken IRC test, or even if you could not take IRC test or DRC test, if chance is given, don't hesitate to go to TCS ion center to take the test, because everything will be set up for you there in TCS ion centers. So instead of sitting at home, we have power problems, we have internet problems, we will have people going around in our house. There may be many disturbances which may not be expected also. So what we suggest you humbly is, don't hesitate to go to TCS ion center, and if you have chosen offline, then fine, you will be given a center and you will be given time to go there. Even if you have not taken IRC check test, then you will be getting a TCS ion center. If you have not taken this DRC check also, I don't think TCS will rule out all these candidates. I am saying this only to candidates who could not take the test. But who is yet to take this dry run check mail, please remember, like you have logged in late to IRC test, you cannot log in late to this test. You have to be on time. And it is not as complex as IRC check. Of course, the process is the same, but it is not as complex. And anyway, because it will take you through, it's like a virtual tour towards the entire test. So it will be definitely helpful for you. But please be on time. If you cannot start the test, like it is said, 30 minutes before the time, then it is very difficult for you. Okay, I will show you the further mail. All the recipients might have understood by now what I am talking about. Yeah. So what he says here, see, we strongly recommend your participation in DRC as per the given schedule. So they are not saying mandatorily, means they are not saying no, this is the only time band available, but they are saying we strongly recommend. So this is something, some positive words for who could not take DRC test on time, because we were given a short time window. Early morning you got a mail and you did not check the mail, and your slot is 12:30 and your slot is over by the time you have seen the mail. But please do not worry. Company people will take enough care. You please continue your preparation with a positive attempt, positive hope. But who did not yet take the test, please register to test before the time and take it as seriously as the actual test. You may not worry about answering all the questions, right? This marks will not be considered for actual exam. So I'm not talking about the questions, but regarding the getting experience of the platform, yes, it is very very important. And your registration time is half an hour before the actual time window of DRC time window. So this is very very important, guys. You have to log in at least 30 minutes before the time. That is very very important. And you complete your registration and you take your DRC during DRC time, whatever is the time window mentioned, you will take. And as I told you before, it is 180 minutes. That means 3 hours test. Okay. And so as I told you just now, it is clearly mentioned that you will not be allowed to log in to DRC post the start time mentioned. If the start time is over, you will not be allowed to take the test. Okay. And remaining things in this mail are same like in IRC check. So I don't think there will be a lot of, no, I will not be spending a lot of time on telling you the technicalities of this. But of course, very quickly taking you through this mail. Webcam is mandatory and a microphone is also mandatory. So if you have headphones, and we suggest you to go for a laptop. Then exam launcher of respective operating systems, like I told you in IRC, I clearly explained there how to install your uh, exam launcher software. It is attached to this mail, you can check. And instructions are very clearly given. And it is suggested to use Google Chrome, minimum 2 Mbps internet speed, and minimum of 100 MB free disk space, and download at least 45 MB. These are very minimum requirements. I think there will be no problem for you to meet these requirements. And very clear steps are given. These are very basic, and I hope you can very clearly understand this. They are not very difficult. So, but if you have any doubts, please you can post your doubt in the comments. We will try to answer those questions. And it will be also a nice platform for you guys to discuss. If we may not have a complete information, definitely in comment section also I request people who have right information on, because we may not answer all the comments. But if in time, if you can respond, please respond to their questions what you are seeing in the comment section. And yeah, so this is it, guys. And do not worry. uh, uh, be positive if you could not take this dry run check test. But if your time slot is not yet came, then please log in 30 minutes before the actual time. If you have any doubts, as I told you, please you can leave a message. Thank you for watching this video.